What is up, my dudes? It is Sunday, August the 29th. We are headed back home from Savannah, Georgia. When I say we, I'm talking about me and the bookkeeper. Yeah, that is my favorite office manager. So we went over here to Savannah to hang out for the weekend for a little bit and also deliver some goodies to Mike Vadan over at All American. He bought some stuff from us, bought a Real Deal hose reel and a couple other odd and end things. So I said, hey man, we'll just bring it to you. Savannah's like 3.5, 4 hours. So we were talking because we're going to be doing a event in February, probably. We haven't decided 100% for sure to do it yet, but we're trying to make some preliminary plans. And if we do it, there's going to be 4 guys there: Mike, myself, Aaron Parker, and Justin from Forever Self-Employed. First time I'd met Mike in person. Second time I got to meet Justin. Of course, me and Aaron are pretty close. Know Aaron's background very well. And this ties back to a video topic I was doing last week about troubleshooting. You may say, how in the world is this going to tie back to troubleshooting? Well, the reason that these guys are selected to do an event, to do a training seminar, and the reason that I've kind of hooked up with them in the last few months in basically an unofficial way, but we're going to start making it more official that we're not part of any kind of an association or group or anything. We're all separate businesses, but we do complement each other very well for our customers. Okay, so my customer, Southeast Soft Wash's customer, is a guy that's, here's our avatar guy, right? He's starting a pressure washing, soft washing business. He wants to get some good equipment. He wants to get some training and get out there and start making money, as soon as possible. Well, the next evolution for that guy, as far as other pieces of the puzzle he needs to have in place to be successful, just so happen to correlate with what these other guys bring to the table. We have, I wouldn't say a lot, because most of our guys that buy our equipment, they're successful. The good thing about our industry, guys, is the profit margins are so high, and I say this in my class, it covers a multitude of sins. And what I mean by that is not knowing how to market really good, not knowing what you're doing on the equipment. Our stuff's really easy to keep running anyway, but it's helpful that you're making a ton of money. Not knowing what you're doing, as far as actually doing the work. I can train you, but it's a one-day class, and you'll learn yourself as you get out there and run. By the end of your first season, you'll be pretty well rounded on it. But social media, GMB, bookkeeping. I got a bookkeeper over here. Look, say hey again. Hey again. Emily went to school to be a bookkeeper. Okay, you're not gonna, unless that's your background. You're probably not very good at it. So you got 2 options. You got 3 options. Number 1, you can learn it and be good at it. Number 2, you can farm it out. You can pay somebody else to do that stuff. Or number 3, it don't get done and your business fails. That's your 3 options. And in business, and especially a service-based business like what we're doing, and it's very directly translatable to a lot of other service businesses, handyman businesses, electrician, plumber, HVAC, lawn care, pressure washing, painting, all kinds of stuff. And these trades are exploding right now because there's a lack of people in the market that can do this stuff or willing to do this stuff, and homeowners have disposable income. So there's a certain percentage of our guys that grab our equipment, and I would say it's 10 to 15% that we hear back from, and they're not failing, but they're not crushing it either. I'd say about 40% of our customers that we hear back from are just absolutely crushing it. They're making, first year they're doing 6 figures easily. If they're in a good market, they're doing double that. They're doing $200,000 in their first season. And then we have, I'd say about 5% that get the equipment and they don't do anything with it. It just turns into a flop for them. And here's why. It's not the equipment's fault. It's not, they don't know how to wash. It's usually, here's what it usually is. It's a marketing failure, and they don't know how to get customers. That's the big one that's normal. But we've got other guys who, like I was talking about in the video the other day, their weak point is the troubleshooting and the maintenance, right? They got customers out the wazoo. They've made a ton of money. They're in like their 2nd season, but now they're having some stuff on their rig they need to repair, maintenance, just general maintenance stuff, and they can't do it. And they're like emailing us saying, I'm at a standstill. I don't know what to do. Okay, well, here's what you need to do. You need to identify which one of these, I don't know, what is 6 or 8 things that run a business is your weak point, and work on that thing. And this is not fun. As guys, we like to go out and practice the thing we're already good at. I did a video about 1.5 years ago relating it to gun stuff because it's a really good analogy. I love to go shoot bullseyes. I'll go to the range and take my pistol or rifle, and I'll shoot groups like this big all day long. Can do it, and it's fun because I'm good at it. What I don't like to do is shoot left hand and shoot at speed, like speed it up a lot, because my groups start getting janky and I'm not that good. But that's what I need to practice, because if I ever get in a gunfight one day and I'm wounded over here, I want to at least be okay with this one. Right now, there's something to be said about doubling down on what you're good at, right? Find out what you're good at and hammer that thing, and you can get some results that way, and that's a good idea. But you've got to understand, you've got a pipeline of business, everything from eyeballs to revenue, and everything that happens in the middle of that. You've got to be good at all of those things, especially if you're just a one-man band. Now, as you grow and as you get money and you can reinvest in your business, you can hire people to specialize in the things you're not great at, okay? And then you're just doing the thing you're great at, and that's awesome. But in the beginning stages, or maybe you just want to stay a one-man band, you've got to work on not only the things you're good at, but especially the things you're not good at. So if you're out there and you're watching this video and troubleshooting and maintenance, you're a white-collar guy and you just are not very handy, but you're getting into the trades, whether it's this trade or any other one, that's going to be a thing you've got to understand. There's courses out there, there's tons of information that you can learn how to run your equipment, okay? You can't let your equipment be the bottleneck in your pipeline, okay? Maybe you suck at math and bookkeeping is your weak point. Well, it's not okay to just say, it'll be all right. You can't do that. You've got to learn enough so that you can at least manage your bookkeeping and you're going to be okay in your business. Maybe it's marketing, and a lot of guys it's the marketing that's just like a thing we're not good at as basic dudes, okay? We're just not good at that. Either get good at marketing, getting those eyeballs and converting them into sales. Maybe you're not good at sales. Take a class on sales. So when we do this event in February, there's going to be multiple blocks of instruction, okay? And we're not going to have every single thing covered, but we're going to have the big ones. We're going to have soft washing 101. We're going to have troubleshooting and maintenance. We're going to have Google and SEO. We're going to have social media. That's one of the things that Justin, Forever Self-Employed, I looked at his channel last night. The dude's got like 27 million views on YouTube in the last 2 years. It's insane. It's probably more than every other YouTube platform in our industry combined and then doubled. So he is a genius at that. Now, is Justin, would I go to Justin and learn how to run multiple crews out on the road? No, because he's never done that. But that's what Mike is for. Mike has done that for a couple of decades. He's got crews, he's got, the off the truck kind of that business model, okay? Would I go to Aaron and try to learn how to build a rig? No, that's where you go to me for, because that's what we specialize in. At the same time, would you go to me and want me to teach you about SEO? No, because I don't know crap about that. But I know enough to know who I need to grab and make a well-rounded workshop course. And not just talking about that class, I'm just saying in general, you need to understand we'll call it 8 to a dozen things that keep your business moving, from creating demand, getting eyeballs, getting sales, closing the deal, doing the work, right? Support on the back end, all the way over here to the money, right? The whole process flow. You've got to get everything in there. And that's how you're going to be a successful business, because there's more to it than just holding a wand and getting a check. There's more to it than just doing the marketing. We've got guys that are killer at marketing, but they're dumb when they get out there in the field and they don't know how to do the job right. They don't know how to keep their equipment going. They don't know how to maintain their stuff. But then we've got the guys that only know how to do that. They don't know how to do none of the other stuff. A big one that'll sneak up on you is your bookkeeping. If you don't know how to do your bookkeeping and you're not kosher on your taxes, what's going to happen, accountant? You're going to be screwed, ain't you? Everything will look great until April. When is tax day? April 15th, and then you're like, holy crap, I'm out of business. So there's a lot of pieces of the pie, and just think of it as a pipeline and identify where your bottlenecks are and then you work on that thing, and that's how you're going to be successful. Don't go hating on the course that you took because you don't feel like it's helping you. Understand that course is just one piece of the pipeline. Don't go take courses that you've already got. I don't need to go take Pistol 1. I need to go take VCQB, right? I need to go take something I'm not good at so that I can get better at that. Hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll get back at it tomorrow. We'll let you know if we're going to do this thing for surezies. We're just preliminary details. Serious Starter's coming up in a few weeks, guys. That's a 2-day boot camp with just me and Aaron. Again, that ain't everything you need to know, but it's a lot of it. It's a good big chunk of your overall portfolio of skills that you have to be a successful entrepreneur. Hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you later.